Hello and welcome to Collectors Corner Sydney, and what better way to kick off the wine content is doing a wine review up here on the balcony in Sydney. So for the first wine review of the year is a wine that was actually gifted to me at Christmas by a mate of mine, Chris, and the idea was that we would each send each other a bottle from a wine region in a place that we had never visited. So he decided to send me this. This is a Chenin Blanc from Stellenbosch, South Africa, and it is called the FMC from 2015. So yeah, I know Jack about South African wine, so I had to do a little bit of research, and this is what it came up with. So this wine is called the FMC, made in 2015 by a winemaker called Ken Forrester. And this vineyard that this wine came from was planted back in 1974 using goblet or bush vines. Yields were apparently super low in the year, and they had to do 7 or 8 passes through the vineyard over about a 4 to 5 week period, selectively picking fruit as it reaches its peak ripeness. The fermentation was then done with natural yeasts, spontaneously in large 400-litre French oak barrels, and the wine was then aged for 10 to 12 months, where only the best barrels were then picked and then beaten. So, yeah, that's quite interesting. And then from what I can see, I don't know if you can see there, the 2015 vintage actually ended up winning a ton of awards. So yeah, let's give it a little bit of a go. Just hold it up to the camera there. Hopefully you can see quite yellowy golden colour. Bit of age to it as well, as you can kind of see that in the colour, I don't know. So yeah, I'm still learning sort of like what's the correct terminology, language when it comes to tasting wines. But yeah, I just use the words that make sense to me, tend to at the minute. But yeah, let's give it a smell. Okay. So it has kind of like a underlying minerality. Really sweet though, like pineapple-y, sour pineapple. Like, smells gorgeous though. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. Almost butter as well. Butter in like I think it would normally be called brioche. To me, it's just like buttery sweetness, as though you've got like yeah, honey and butter. I get on nice. Yeah. Down it goes. Wow. Yeah. So that tropical fruit flavour, a huge punch of that. It's sweetness really comes through. But again, you still have like good level of acidity in it, good level of like just underneath it all is that minerality of like slaty, flinty sort of flavour. Really delicious. And I think that, yeah, that toasted flavour, a little bit nutty when it finishes, it is cool. I could drink a hell of a lot of that. That is delicious. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to finish it actually. Yeah, I like to also give it's just a personal preference score. For me, like just an idea where I score it. The 6 out of 10 wine is sort of a wine which is quite nice, but I wouldn't go out of my way to go and buy it again. Anything below that, not necessarily the biggest fan, or anything above that, I would definitely go and purchase again and try again. And I think, considering this wine, we're going to pour myself another glass. I think this might be, dare I say it, an 8.5. maybe even a 9 out of 10. Chrissy, this is a delicious wine. Thank you very much for this. But yeah, I think I'll score this an 8.5. This is really, really tasty. Really tasty. And that's sort of the idea of what these wine videos are going to be. I'm going to kick off a 10-second tasting series, which will give like a super condensed review of kind of what I've done here. Just to be clear, this is like a purely my taste score, nothing to do with the professional scoring. So yeah, just scoring what I enjoy. So keep an eye out for those. The other thing as well that's coming soon is the state of the collection of the wine, where I made some big decisions in terms of what I'm keeping, what I'm selling. But yeah, in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this one. Huge thank you to Chris. Really enjoyed the bottle, and I'll definitely be picking up some more Chenin Blanc from Stellenbosch sometime soon. Cheers.